make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game.
Tie game here. They're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
And this is one of those plays late in the game. If it works, everybody's jacked, but if it doesn't, everybody's complaining. You run that draw play, you're down, you need a big play, and you only get a handful of yards. This offense has got to go and got to go now.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and final timeout call by West Virginia. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Touchdown! Buckeye! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
He'll return it. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Throwing Sellers. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes a grab on the shot. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Here's a heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Marsh. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Caught. They will score. Touchdown, LSU. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Give to the fullback. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Give to the fullback. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped them for a big loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Unloads it left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You always hear, put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. That, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And the fullbacks are just the big, burly, strong suckers. They got bloody knuckles, tape all over the place, and they're just lowering their shoulder, trying to hit you, trying to get positive yards, and it's exactly what he does on that play.
Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were two divisions in the SEC...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Gators! He got a step and just dusted the field. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Throwing on the run. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It'll be third and long. The run inside. It's Jackson. At midfield, he's got room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Snaps it in the shotgun. Right down the middle. Got a man. It's Jackson. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Goes to throw it again, and why not? Unleashes one deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Fafita. Fires to the big fella. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Gators want to move quickly.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. He's got him this time. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Gators will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive.
Booster.
Making side adjustments here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game. just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Rolls it in. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running inside. It's Jackson. Picks up the first down. There he goes. The 30. At the 20. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Tigers. Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up to go for two. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets enough. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
Man, you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on 1st and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ramirez. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. I guess they believe the entire field is four-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Here we go. Go.
Looking to fire. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! Gets it into the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So they start in a great spot, move the ball 34 yards, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Handoff to the fullback. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught, and he's got room. The 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Jackson. Maybe a crease. To go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there.
Welcome to the National Championship game at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys against the LSU Tigers. As always, great to have Holly Rowe reporting from the sidelines. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, the Cowboys head coach told me before the game, he said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They tackle him at the 43. That's enough for a first down.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
And there's the handoff. He's got the first and still going. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the +40.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And in fact, I feel like he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You can kind of understand the drop because the defense was all over.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Breaks into the clear. He made the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be first down.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end is that he can basically just post up the defense on a third down and you create a first down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Trying for a touchdown here. He was looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chris, this is a risky throw. You're trying to get that ball into tight coverage in the end zone. Boy, the last thing you want here is a turnover. In my mind, in this situation, it is touchdown, check down. If you don't have that guy open, you got to check the ball down.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking to scramble. He bought some time, now lets it go. And this one is caught. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Well, Chris, this is just a great opportunity early in this game. Now they're set up inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, maybe 4 chances to put this in the end zone and a chance to really get this thing started the right way.
Touchdown, LSU. They strike first in this national title bout. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. BAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. He's got room to run. Look out.
Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34.
This was one of the things that was really concerning to this defensive staff is that he is so good after the catch and hard to bring down. And you can see right here he's able to secure the ball and then get some yards after the catch, breaking tackles in the process.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier and a great tackle in the backfield.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. To throw, it's Sellers. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Could take it off. He could go at the 20. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm?
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. That's how you finish a play. They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early 1st downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
He's got a man down the middle. One down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Well, it's another 1st down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now, once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
The Cowboys will line up on 1st and 10. snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And they'll force the quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. It'll be a sack.
Chris, there's so much emphasis put on third down, and rightly so. That's really the action play of the series. But the third down success or lack thereof, it really happens because of what happens on first down. And here, this defense creating a negative play on first down is setting them up for success here down the line. When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line trying to hold up against this pass rush. And here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. First down here for this offense. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle made after just a short game.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
That's the money down that defensive coordinators always talk to us about, Chris. They talk about running their exotic coverages, doing something a little bit different in order to confuse the quarterback and get off the field on third down, and here they're able to do that.
Well, they're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So 4th down and 12. The offense is on the field to go for it. He's looking to throw. And the pressure's on. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out.
Well, you can see exactly what they're trying to do. Remember, they received the kick to start the third quarter, so they're trying to go down, get a score before half, and cut into this big lead. But now their defense has to really bow up. A score here going the other direction, and this thing is out of control.
And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick dart to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Really good teams play great situational football. Here you've got a 2-minute drive to end the half. You've got to go down there and get scores, and this is a massive completion down the field. It flips the field and puts you in position where you feel like you can expect points. Now you got to continue to execute and put this ball in the end zone.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Juked one tackler and picks up first-time yardage.
advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about time.
Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
That might be the spark that this defense needs. They're down in this ball game, really haven't had a ton of success, and right after that explosive play, they're able to get to the quarterback. Let's see if they can build on that success, Chris, and continue to get stops, try to get the ball back for their offense.
Throws to the tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
Offense comes to the line for third down off the incompletion. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Can they keep this drive going, try to convert on third down now? Throwing up play action. Oh, they've got him for a sack on third down. Now the Cowboys will spend their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime.
Chris, this was always a pet peeve of mine as a quarterback when the play caller would give you a play action on third and long. Who are you faking out? Nobody. Defense doesn't buy it. There's nowhere to go with the football, and he's got to hold it and take a sack.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking to throw. It's Sellers. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Football comes out. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
I don't mind the decision to run there. There really wasn't anything open down the field, but you've got to protect the football once you become a runner. As a quarterback, the #1 thing is the ball. You've got to take care of it throwing it down the field. You've got to take care of it when you're a runner. You got to get down or get out of bounds. That is a bad turnover from this quarterback.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here comes the pressure. And he'll just get rid of it.
Once you're outside of the tackle box, you can live to play another down as a quarterback, and he just throws it away. I like that decision. Didn't feel like there was much open down the field.
Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. Sees an opening. Breaks into the clear. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. To the air, it's Sellers. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. So a solid gain of 8 sets him up 2nd and 2. Really opens up the offensive playbook here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
To be a really good defense and run this 4-3, you've got to have defensive ends that can set the edge and get after the passer. That's exactly what they're able to do right here. They do a tremendous job, and offensively, they have to buckle up and protect this quarterback on the edge.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
What a great job by this pass rush. On third down, they're able to get pressure on the quarterback and contact him as he throws.
Hold on, Joe. Looks like this offense is going to go for it on fourth down on their own end of the field. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab. He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare.
That is such a demoralizing play for a defense. They have done everything right, put themselves in a position where it's fourth and forever. You've got to get yourself off the field. You cannot allow this offense to take that risky of a play call and convert.
Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
This is great recognition by the quarterback. He sees that soft spot in the defense for his slot wide receiver, and then as a wide receiver, you've got to have a feel for that coverage and that space. They're on the same page, and it creates a nice completion there for the offense.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Back to pass. It's Rayner. Looking for his big tight end. And the ball is picked off. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Well, that's certainly not what they drew up at halftime. You try to make adjustments as a coaching staff and really impress on your players. The importance of that first series of the third quarter, and that's just a terrible mistake by the quarterback and a huge turnover for the defense.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. It begins from the 33. On the run, it's Jackson. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Great job up front by this defensive line, these linebackers. You can see that this quarterback was a bit confused. He hands the football off on the RPO, but there's nowhere to go. No gain. Great job by this defense.
Wide open downfield. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
Oh, that's a beautiful throw and catch, and this wide receiver almost took it the distance here. The quarterback got him the ball on time and on target. When you do that, you create an opportunity for a wide receiver to run after the catch. Great work setting up 1st and goal after the big game.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They make the stop, and that's going to bring the third quarter to an end. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. They're going to run the option. No, he didn't get in. He stopped short. It'll bring up 3rd and goal. And the Tigers come up to the line in a hurry up. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Powers to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
What a feeling for this group. They're going to win the national championship. They have been great all day long, and now Holly The thing that we've got to watch out for is the Gatorade bath. We're on Gatorade watch at this point.
See if they can convert the point after. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks. Here he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. They begin to fight back here in this championship game. And they get set now to try the PAT. Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. And the offense trots back out on the field again. Leaning on the run game here late. Got an opening here. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. They can't stop him. At the 10 now. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
This offensive line just winning the point of attack. They are doing a great job opening up holes for this run game. And now it's just about executing, making somebody miss at the second level, and they get a big explosive run.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. So following the quick lightning strike, they're set up here 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And they've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Give a lot of credit to these backside defenders. Chris, you see that ball go away. It's so easy to just get in chase mode and start running down the field. But they stay home and they stay with their responsibility for a big play defensively here.
And they'll spend a timeout here. The play clock was winding down. Chance to strategize for this 2nd down play. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Looking to score the winner to the right side. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Chris, as an offense, this is a tough position to be in on the field. You don't have a lot of space because of the back of the end zone. I like crossing routes in this situation. Get your tight ends, your backs, your slot receivers moving across the field on this 3rd down.
Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. After that big play to start the drive, they got close, but now it's 3rd and goal. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Chris, after they built that big lead, we've seen this defense get a little bit too cautious. They need to be more aggressive, go out there and get a stop. You cannot allow this offense to just sit there and take shots down the field.
Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Caught in the end zone. point up, and he's got space. Here he goes. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. He breaks away for the touchdown. Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Here's the first play of the drive now for the 20-yard line. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking deep downfield to the left. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? The shotgun handoff here.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they got him for a sack. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it's tough for a quarterback on 3rd and long, but they just don't get the protection right here. There's nobody open. The offense is not executing at a high level. They need to get routes right at the stick so the quarterback can get the ball out of his hands.
And a timeout taken by the defense. 18 seconds left on the clock. The Tigers will send the punt team onto the field. Look at it. It's a fake. The up man has it. On the fake, fools no one. He stopped way short of the first down. The gamble backfires. Defense was all over that. The gamble doesn't pay off. And now the offense will take over in good position. The offense starts with excellent field position. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Coming after him. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. The offense begins this drive, backs to their own goal line, set up at the 3. On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to the left side. Oh, he makes the catch. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. What an enormous achievement. National champions with Welcome to the National Championship game at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. It's the Connecticut Huskies against the LSU Tigers. Some hard running there through a tackle. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
He's got a crease. Here he goes. Out past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, UConn. They draw first blood in this national title game. A tremendous start for this offense right down the field, into the end zone, handling the moment, executing in this national championship game. And both coaches told us the importance of a start in this big game.
Well, you can't have a better start than you had right there. And we talk about momentum all the time. We talk about rhythm all the time. There is no better way to establish both of those than an early score. Terrific job of game planning and then execution by this group to stick it in the end zone early in this game.
Ball handed off. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They look to throw it here on second down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Huskies. A defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged.
An outstanding job defensively, reading that pass, stepping in front for the interception, but then immediately turning it into offense on the other side. Look at these guys getting blocks, finding the open lane, and taking it back for 6.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. He goes out of bounds, but a big chunk play moves the ball near the 50.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. Now you got to keep this momentum going. take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his back. Gets made on the out route. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
I'm really impressed with the ability of this offense to play on time. They are executing at a high level. You got an out route here against zone coverage, and it's just about hitting that back step as a quarterback and getting that ball out, and he does a beautiful job there. It's a completion and a nice gain.
First down and 10 now. A play action, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, I know this sounds crazy, but these are some of my favorite plays as a former quarterback. You get off coverage, and you can just take 3 yards. You take them, and now you're in manageable situations. So as a quarterback wide receiver, I know this looks like nondescript play, but, man, these are important. Creating second and short, third and short. Nice job by this offense.
Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. He's bringing it back. Look out, he's in the clear. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, UConn. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd. Try to add the lead now with the PAT. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. He escapes the pocket. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. Offense moving into a bunch formation. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. That's a shaky way to start the series. A false start backs him up, makes this second and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Under pressure, just lets it go. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. On the ground, it's Jackson. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looking for the wideout. He's picked for a third time tonight. He could go. Touchdown, Huskies. A defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged. Now the try for the two-point conversion. And the defense brings him down.
You get the sense they thought they could sneak a run in here on a two-point play, but this defensive front seven was ready. They were alert, and they played this beautifully for the stop.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out. first quarter. UConn has the lead here.
So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand?
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time. Second down play coming up for this offense.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly.
Goes out of bounds, but a nice chunk of yardage there. He's across the 45.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
Freeze, freeze. Down, ready. 180. Over. Go.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete. Incomplete. Second down coming up.
Here we go. Ready. Blue, 22. Blue. Under. Spider over. Go.
Looking to throw again. Misses the receiver. Incomplete.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
Here comes the rush. And he'll just throw it away now. Couldn't make anything happen, and that's now going to bring up fourth down.
Just nowhere to go with the football. Really good defense, in particular in the secondary, and the quarterback is forced to throw it away. And now a decision to make for this offense. And Chris, I would always recommend to try to tie this game up right here. You're down 3, kick the field.
Wait, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. They're stopped on fourth down. It's a turnover on downs.
I know this group wanted to be aggressive today, but this is more in the reckless category. It's on your own side of the 50. It's the first half. They had no success here leading into this fourth down. It's fourth and forever. And now the opposition has great field position. You're setting them up for success because of this reckless call on fourth down.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds his target, and it's complete.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Tigers will kick it away to get this game going. Turner trying to create good field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And it's a bunch formation. They're going to the air on the first play. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You see an offense that runs these drag routes well, it is really tough to stop, almost impossible to stop. And the whole key for the offense is really about timing. It's about the quarterback getting that ball out of his hand on time and then accurately hitting the wide receiver in stride. If that happens, there's really nothing the defense can do.
They bring him down after a short gain there. Offense in a good spot here on 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard completion. And the quarterback dropping back. Ball's incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw.
Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Grab behind the line. It's Marsh. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
They better find a way to pressure this quarterback because he's just sitting back there with nobody in his face. If he's got time, he's going to rip them apart, and he does here on 3rd down. They're able to move.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. The 10. Touchdown, Auburn. And the defense joins the scoring party now. And they'll set up with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Can't quite get out to the 25. They'll spot it at the 24 to begin the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. The pocket breaking down. The pass rush gets home.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick. He's got nothing. There's a play call that any play caller likes in this situation.
And he'll drop back.